So, as I come in film with wearing my Skechers t-shirt, from my work that I work at Skechers, I will be telling you a poem and telling you a tale of a time where everything was going well. Working at my Skechers job, not being the fastest because of my physical and learning disability, I still give my all at work. With wearing my heart on my sleeve, and the badge on my shirt, and the boots on my feet being Skechers. I give my all for my job. I interact with customers, I do my job, I take shifts, I'm always moving, and I'm accurate, but I'm very slow. And I might move a little slow compared to my coworkers, but I give my all, like a warrior going into battle with his heart on his sleeve. When I started the job, everything was going well, things are going great, hours are going up. I feel like a new addition to a new soccer, like a soccer player that gets addition to a new team, and he shines like a star. So then I'll tell you a tale, how as I start the job, a new manager comes in. She makes me feel stupid and unappreciated, like I'm mentally stupid, and treats me like, and stereotypes me like a special needs kid because of my physical and learning disability, and all of a sudden made my happy days at Skechers a nightmare for the time that she was there as my new manager. Because the old manager that hired me put me in and put faith in me, and this new manager comes in and belittles me. Hello? Yeah, hello? Hold on a second. Hey, you're Josh's coworkers. I was obviously as his new boss. You look at the manager who hired Joshua. Does anyone know how lazy he is? How he's so slow? His physical and learning disability is a real pain to work with. You know, why on earth did the manager before me hire Joshua? He's so slow. He does tasks really well, but he's so slow and he can't physically move faster compared to all of us in the store. Doesn't that bother you guys? I'm thinking of firing him. I can't imagine hiring an employee like him. If I was the manager before Joshua, I would have fired him. I would have never have hired him. I would have thought twice. I wish I could even fire him right now. I'm thinking about it. Anyways, I gotta get back to it. Office call, but you guys have been here before Joshua, working here at Skechers before him. Wouldn't you guys agree how much of a pain he is? According to laborstatistics.com, the percentage of people with physical and learning disabilities getting jobs decreased from 19.3% to 17.9%. This is a result of what makes it difficult, according to laborstatistics.com, is people with physical and learning disabilities get bosses and managers think twice before they want to hire them, thinking what if they're incapable of doing the job because they are physically slow, and that they're not as effective compared to someone without a physical learning disability. More stats from laborstats.com state the highlights of 2020 data. Across all groups, persons with disabilities were much less likely to be employed than those with no disability. Another point Labor Stats stated was across all educational attainment groups, unemployment rates for persons with a disability were higher than those without a disability, meaning people with the disability would get hired. The percentage of employees with a disability were being unemployed were higher than those without a disability. In 2020, another point stated on laborstats.com is, in 2020, 29% of workers with a disability were employed part-time compared to 16% of those with no disability. And the final statement by laborstats.com states, employed persons with a disability were more likely to be self-employed than those with no disability. My new manager at Skechers making me feel like I was incapable of doing my job and stereotyping me and being prejudiced due to my learning disability. She began to cut my hours. I very soon was not even working that much. Sometimes once a week, sometimes not that, probably once a week, and sometimes not at all. And I felt like a soccer player that wasn't playing, it's just sitting on the bench, feeling miserable and sad for himself, and I even felt alone. There were times I got down on myself and I felt really depressed. Like a soccer player having a bad game and the manager not really giving him much of a chance. I got depressed, I would get down on myself, and I'd feel really sad coming home from work knowing I just worked one day. I also felt really angry, like I wanted to really yell at my manager and tell her that she did not know what she was doing, and that she just made me feel really angry, and she just brought back a lot of the experiences I had in my past where I was treated differently by students and teachers because of my physical and learning disability, like I was mentally stupid. I felt like I just wanted to move on and leave Skechers and get another job, which is what I did. After applying to Target and thinking I was gonna get a Target job and leave Skechers, something surprisingly happened. I got rejected and I didn't make it. It didn't happen. So obviously I felt like a complete reject. I'm like, I can't get a Target job. What's gonna happen to me now? Because Skechers is not giving me my hours and I'm being put down. What do I do? So I told myself to just hang tough. And in this situation of being rejected from Target and obviously Skechers rejecting me too with my new manager and not giving me hours, what do I do? So I decided I'm gonna become a champion and emerge from someone who is a reject and being treated differently by his manager to in the end becoming a champion. Being an effective manager. We had a new manager come right in and he right away gave me back my hours and he said he saw a lot of potential in me. He took me under his wing and he taught me something new every day about his experience working in business that'll help me in my career working in business. So in the end, I emerged victorious as a champion and got my hours back and stayed strong, like Rocky did in Rocky 4. If you know anyone in your workforce or in your job that has a physical or learning disability, stand up for them, speak up for them if they're being put down by a manager or anybody else in their job or in the company, because in a business, because I believe with anyone with a physical or learning disability, for them to be treated that way, it takes a toll on them mentally and their emotional health, and it's not okay to just to tolerate that.